Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Okay. Past life, spiritual connection. Either it could be a past life or it's just a spiritual connection. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. It could be a current relationship as well. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met. And you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. Oh boy. Give me a few seconds. All right, back on track. Wow, Pisces, you have some cards that are quite... You have a peekaboo card right there. Let's see. Sexuality. They do find you to be very, very sexy. All right. Pisces, this is interesting. Sometimes, for those of you who have been here for a while, you do know. And for those of you who are new, let me tell you. There are sometimes these cards that I interpret and they feel to me as a little bit of dark energy, gloomy, just sad overall. And I do interpret these cards very differently from what the original book that it is, that the set comes with. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Let me recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards that are a little bit on the dark side. Now, this is not you. This is your person of interest. However, because of the mystery card, it could be that the both of you are mirroring each other. You are feeling each other's energy. And so for some of you, Pisces, you could be feeling this as well. First card, the strongest, we have here Hearth and Home, followed by Mystery. After that, we have Betrayal, Order, Laughter, Shape Shifting, Illness, Wellness, Illusion, Sexuality. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have Embracing the Shadow. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, the connection that I have with you, to me it feels like home. You feel like home to me. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I can always count on you that you will be that one person who can guide me home. You are that warm fire that keeps me feeling safe and comfortable. And I can talk to you about anything and not fear that you're going to judge me. In you, I have found something very different, very unique. I connect with you on a different level altogether. I feel that there are certain things about me that are different. I question the heavens now. Why is it that you are in my life? Why now? Why not before? Or why not long ago? Are we meant to be together? Are we supposed to be together? I'm not sure, and I don't know for certain, but I do know that when I think of you, sometimes I can smell your scent. And when you're not there in my room, sometimes I can even feel your presence. I also am aware that there is a spiritual bond between you and I. And though I can't put my finger on it, I'm determined to still find out, to still search for the answers. Why do I feel this way when I think about you? Why is it difficult for me to let go? Why do I feel a sense of obsession? I'm unable to find the answers. And I know, even though this connection may feel deep, I know that I have betrayed you. I have said things and done things in a way that were unforgivable. There was no mistakes. I did what I did, and I knew what I was doing. I never really meant to hurt you. I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't go out thinking that, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I want to do, and hurt my Pisces. There's this fear that I have, and the fear is losing you. I may have lost you a long time ago, but especially after I did what I did and the way that I behaved. The hurt, the pain, the suffering that I put you through, that I somehow just let loose into your life, you didn't deserve that. And I know that in this connection, there are more things that we should be worried about, we should be thinking about. And yet it's difficult for me. I feel confused. I don't know which way to go, forwards, backwards, left or right. I need to make a decision. I need to make a choice. You thought you knew me, and it turns out that you never really knew me at all. You thought you could predict me. You thought that you knew my every move. But nope, that's not how things turned out. I now know that in this connection, it is difficult for me to be truthful. It's difficult for me to even tell you the truth because you're going to still think I'm lying. I'm confused. I have a lack of understanding and I need more clarity. I do feel that in this connection there is a sense of laughter, a sense of happiness in the heart. You are that one person that brings that ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days, and you give me hope. To me, you are my confidant. You are someone who I can rely on, someone who I can trust, someone who I can love. But things have changed. Times change. And I am no longer that person. I am not that person that you need. You make my heart happy. You know what makes me tick. You know how to make me laugh. And nobody else knows. When I'm with you, I'm fully immersed. I try to be immersed, but there are other things that are on my mind, other things that distract me. But time has moved on, and I'm no longer the same person. I can tell you now, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, something happens and I always end up thinking about you. I am now yearning for you, even though I may be on the path with someone else, even though I may be in the direction going with someone else. My mind is turned towards you because I want to be with you. But there are restrictions, constraints, burdens, emotional trauma, and things that haunt me, that prevent me from being my authentic self, my true self. I can't be myself. There's a sense of despair, of hopelessness. There's not a good feeling. I don't know how to change this. I don't feel good. There's a sense of hopelessness. And this is because of the fact that I have betrayed you. And the things that I have done, especially the fact that I couldn't understand anything. And the fact that I'm confused. The things that I have done, they embarrass me. I feel embarrassed. And therefore I hide behind a false mask. I hide behind a veil. Not telling you what my true intentions are, not telling you my true feelings. And yes, I still do think you are very, very tempting, that you are very, very sexy. I do feel this, and I know this, that you may feel the same thing for me. And there's this intense, sensual connection that exists between the both of us, no matter who says what. We're always tempted to be together. You have seen a side of me that was very dark. You saw that side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. I really didn't want you to see that side of me, but you did. And now, I don't know how to move on. I don't know how to connect with you, or how to reconnect with you, Pisces, because I feel awkward. And I feel this strange sensation inside where things just, they don't feel right. I feel troubled. And I feel uncomfortable. Not only is there a sense of awkwardness, but there is this feeling on the inside. It just doesn't feel right. Overall, what I want to do is connect with you, but I feel that so much has happened. There's such baggage between us. There's so many things that I hold on to, and it's not good. For now, I still question the universe. Why is it that you came into my life? Are we meant to be together? Why do I feel as if I've known you from before? Why do I feel as if you and I have been together in another life? Pisces. This is quite interesting. It's quite nice, I must say, but it is challenging. It's not a love and hate relationship here, but it's like when you love them, you really love them. And then when they kind of go away and they do their own thing, I don't want to use the word hate, but then you really don't like them because of the things that they've done to you. And yet, if and when they come back, you love them again. This is a complicated situation because that love, and this is also why you're here, right? You are here because you're curious. You may say, I don't care about this person anymore, but then why are you here? There's clearly something, there's a residual left in there somewhere deep down in your heart. So something happened here where it was very tragic. It was very traumatic for some of you. Not good. This person is so embarrassed that they can't even show their face to you. They don't even want to show their face. They also don't want to show their face because they feel they may have used you sexually. And that too is haunting them. This card talks about a third-party situation. Some of you might be in a third-party situation. There could be more than 2 people involved here. There could be 4 people involved. But it could be what we would call an affair. This could also be somebody who is not having an affair, but their time, energy, and effort is being spent elsewhere. Taking care of a sick loved one, taking care of a family member. Youngsters, right? It could be anything, but the time, energy, and effort that they can give to you, they're giving to someone else. So that is also an issue here. But more so, I'm leaning towards, for the majority of you, I am seeing a connection where someone has found somebody in their life and you're wondering, where have you been my whole life? Now that I'm settled, why didn't you show up 10 years before? Or 17 years, I'm seeing, before. So somebody here has met someone and they feel that, darn rats, why didn't I meet you before? Some of you are feeling this. Now, for others of you, this person, they were not genuine with you in the beginning. But as time has gone by, they realize what they did to you. And the only thing they're doing, I don't see regret here, but what I do see is they're just hiding. They're hiding because they don't want you to know what it is that they're feeling. They don't want you to see that they don't regret. I don't see regret here, right? That's the problem. They do feel depressed. There's a sense of desperation, depression, devastation, and hopelessness with this card. But they're not going to show you. So to you, it may seem as if this person doesn't give a damn, as if they don't care. But the truth is they're deliberately doing that so that it seems to you this person doesn't care. But the truth is they do. They do care. And they do want to connect. Aha, the way I just pulled that out. Wise. Maybe this person's wiser now. Maybe they're growing. They got some wisdom. All right, let's have a look at another set of cards. I have here okay, there you have it, right? Comes right out. The Lover's Path Tarot, the way the card just came right out. And with this deck, what I like to do is have a look at certain things that may have happened in this connection in the past and how your person of interest was feeling. So, for example, things were going great. And at some point in time, things started to change in your life. And everything that was going great, it was going uphill, the connection was wonderful, boom, something happened. And it just kind of went crumbling down. Your person of interest may not have told you what was in their heart, what was in their mind at the time. This person could have ghosted you, they could have faded over time, they could have abandoned you maybe. And also there's a sense of like a lack of closure. You just wonder what happened. You never received the closure that you deserved. And so that has been a major issue, a major flaw in this connection because of that lack of closure, you were unable to move on. And it's important to know at the very least what was going on in this person's heart, what was going on in their mind. We have here the Princess of Coins, and we also have Fortune. Fortune's interesting because I was talking about a third-party situation, and I'll get to that in just a moment. Princess. So we are dealing with a princess. This is somebody who is quite youthful, young, very vibrant. But also, it talks about somebody who is not so wise. Right, now you got the Wisdom card just earlier. Not so wise. They didn't know about certain things, how to do certain things. They were immature even and inexperienced. So let's have a look. The Princess of Coins talks about not wanting to take responsibility, not even wanting to express oneself through messages, and having issues with family or even fertility. We have here too much time thinking. Your person of interest was spending too much time thinking and not enough doing. So they were all talk and no action. Waiting for some type of financial stability, waiting for money, waiting for business news, but also having unrealistic planning. Wow. So your person of interest here, it seems as if they were waiting on a lot of things and they were not doing as much. So it may have seemed that this person, they may have been dedicated. They may be giving you all the attention in the world. However, when their plans are not realistic, what is the use? Because when we're together, we're always thinking about the future. We want to know, is the future going to be promising? Are we going to build a place together? Are we going to be together? Here, there was a lack of that. And so it really did create a lot of this imbalance. Part of the reason why, remember you have the Order card, the person is still very confused. There are certain things about them that they don't understand about this connection. They feel a little overwhelmed. And so because of that, it's like they kind of froze. We have here Fortune. This talks about how your person of interest was having issues. They felt uncomfortable and they had uncomfortable feelings and disappointing experiences with chance, with fate, destiny. They were afraid of expansion, and they never thought they would get any prosperity. They always felt ignored by fortune. When will it be return? Fortune here also talks to me, fate, destiny, but it also talks to me about inconvenient timing. Meaning that had I met you sooner, or had such and such thing happen sooner, then at least at this point we would have been here, there, and so on and so forth. I do see here with the fortune card, there is a question that this person has, and the question is, how am I supposed to reconcile what I've done? Or how can I go back in time and fix the things that have been completely out of, things that were blown completely out of proportion. So what I'm seeing here is a sense of regret that this person they took actions, but the actions, first of all, they were not realistic. But the actions that they took, they are thinking, and they were thinking this in the past, that everything they do, no matter how much effort they put into it, they were so negative that they thought that nothing good can come out of it. Now, this is something that they believe, and that is a problem. When somebody believes something like that, I mean, when you're getting into a connection, believing that it might not work out, then you really lost the battle right there because you haven't even tried. That's something that this happened with this person. They were so negative that they didn't even bother trying. And the fact that they didn't have a lot of experience, the type of planning that they were doing, was also unrealistic. Here, I see, Pisces, in all honesty, you can be and you should be the lead in this connection. This person cannot lead at all. They need someone like you who can be the leader, who can move things forward. All right. Let's have a look. I have here also the Beginner's Tarot deck. And with this, I like to have a look sometimes at what it is that your person of interest is feeling in terms of any actions, any plans, any intentions that they may be having, but they're just not telling you. Again, fortune. Yep, fortune. Wow, interesting. So that was in the reverse, by the way. Sorry, guys, I didn't announce it. The other cards that I read, that's in the reverse. The ones I just read, the two. These are in the upright. And what I find interesting here is there's hope. Your person of interest has hope. What did I just do? I put it away. There you go. This person has hope and a lot of passion that I can see. So we have 8 of Pentacles. First of all, for some of you who are new, I call this the love workshop because this is the love reading. So this person is going back and trying to create a plan, a strategy, how to make things better. How can I'm getting the word weasel myself, weasel my way back into this connection? How can I be that person? And what I see here is a lot of hard work being put into this, strategizing things and really thinking about the nitty-gritty. Why are they doing this? Because of the King of Cups. They have finally realized that you are that one person who has the ability of making them feel vulnerable, emotional. You have the ability of making them feel emotional. And they feel this love for you, and they do want to offer you this cup of love. Why are they doing that? Why didn't they do it before? Because now they have strength. The strength card is there. Now they have the courage, they have the strength, and in between these two cards would be the wisdom. They've gained the wisdom, and therefore now they have the strength to be that individual who can reach out to you, connect with you, and understand your point of view as well. But before, they just didn't have the courage. What I also see interesting here is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, you just had the Fortune card in the reverse in the spread before. So there's a lack of belief, right, in fate and destiny. Here, it's the complete opposite. So this is really sweet because they're working hard, because they found this love, because they've gained wisdom and gained this strength and the courage. With that, the effect is very different. It is so positive now that it's nothing like what happened before. Going forward, Pisces, your person of interest here is hoping for a very good and very positive future. They are working towards that. But I do see with this card usually like a wish on the inside, a belief, a prayer that fate and destiny will somehow, someday, some way we will meet again. Fate and destiny will bring us together again. But there is a hope, there is a wish, there's a prayer. That's the type of the feeling I associate this card with, where there's not a whole lot of activity coming from your person of interest, but there's hope. There's that sense of manifesting. So they are trying to manifest you. The overall arching theme, remember, you did have sexuality, didn't you? Yeah, I think you did. One of the extra cards we just had there, sexuality. And here we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you did. Here you have it right there. Yep, you had this card and it was right in the corner there before. So it's interesting. You have here the Ace of Wands. There is no doubt about it. This person is highly attracted to you, and in a very sexual kind of way. They're very, very attracted to you. They find you to be utterly irresistible, very sexy. But what's nice, it's not just about the physical anymore. Because we have the King of Cups, we also have that feeling now of actual love. And so it's not a bad situation, guys. I do see this person reaching out to you at some point with the Ace of Wands. They are going to reach out. And in the meantime, behind the scenes, Pisces, they're trying to be that person who can kind of bring things together, make sense of everything, and then finally reach out to you. It will take some time because in between these cards, I know there should be other kind of phases, right? Stages. They're elevating from one stage to the next. I mean, before this should have been, for example, the wisdom, and then before that, there should be the Hermit. So you see in between these cards, there is a lot of transition here, but it's going to take time. It's good though. It's good. This does mean your person of interest is going to reach out to you at some point in time, and they are hoping, they are praying, they're trying to manifest you into their life. All right. I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. Oh boy. A year from now. Let's not shoot the messenger. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right. Past life spiritual connection, definitely. This is double confirmed, so some of you may want to have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com, at my past life package. And not all the time is it past lives. It sometimes could be a future lifetime where you're scheduled to be together, not in this life, but in another life. And it's very rare that that happens, but it does happen. All right. We have here 2 yeses. Yes and yes. That's great. You don't have a no. A year from now, yes. Okay, so that kind of answers that. Remember, your person of interest is going through a lot. There's some changes here. And with that, it's going to take them time to move forward and to actually change in this connection. It may take from now until the next few months or even up to a year for them to transition and to transform into somebody that's more positive, somebody that has that courage, like the Strength card that you had, right? So it's a transition, and it's going to take some time, but it does seem to be positive. So for some of you that may have seen this card last year, this may upset you that it's here again. I understand that. But of course, in this deck, it also just goes up to a year from now. We don't have anything like 3 or 5 years from now. So it is what it is. If it's not meant to be right now, it's just not meant to be. And we as people, we can't really change that because there's so much connected, right? You see, when we try to rush something, we can rush it, but your person of interest can't rush it because they're being affected by other people, other circumstances too. So once their circumstances are fixed, they can focus on you, and then both of you can focus on each other. But it's not just what you feel, it's also what the other person is going through, what their family circle and their friend circle and their business related issues and their career, all of that kind of stuff. There's so many things that affect one person so much. You guys know that. So understand that that's why sometimes it takes a year from now, because there's so many changes all around. However, the outcome here is positive. Yes, it is also important for you to listen to your intuition going forward. So listen to your higher intuitive self. That is your soul speaking to you, the body / the spirit, and you are, or rather your soul is, older and wiser than you are. And it has been there, done that. So that instinct, that feeling that you get, don't dismiss it. We also have here, get more information. So getting more information here talks about going out there and looking on the internet, talking to some friends, family members, people that you know that can help you, reading some books, right? On what? On either relationships, relationship-related advice, communications, how to communicate better. But there's something in this connection that may have pushed the both of you far apart, and you may not know how to communicate or how to deal with it, how to handle it. For that type of a situation, this is why it's important to get more information. What I see here is sometimes when we are in these scenarios, we don't even know what information we're looking for. Here, in your case, once you start looking, you will automatically understand that it was meant for you. So do keep an open mind. Somebody may just give you information and you may realize, wow, I actually needed to hear this. These things happen and you just have to be a little mindful. We have here also excellent card, peaceful resolution. So there's going to be a peaceful resolution between the both of you at some point in time. And please keep in mind, Pisces, this is not a personal reading. This is a general love reading. Okay, so it's not going to resonate with everybody out there. We also have here romance. This is a spiritually based romantic connection. This I can say for the majority of you, 90-something%, 93 to 94% of you, I'm seeing the number. This will resonate. This person is a past life spiritual connection. We also have here, you are ready. You are ready to be that person who can tackle anything. Mind, body, spirit, soul. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, you are able to tackle whatever comes to you. And you are now ready because you have been there, done that. We also have here certain things may happen in your life and you're going to have to reconsider what it is that you're going to say, you're going to do. This may happen. It's right underneath the get more information card here. So something might happen in terms of the information you're going to receive where you will be able to reconsider your response, reconsider your actions, your decision. So you're going to think twice about it, and that's okay. That's okay. It's good to think twice about stuff. We have here the overall arching theme. Yes. Okay, this is really positive. Yes, with an exclamation mark. Now you have here peaceful resolution, but you also have here the sun and the moon and a dove. That shows me there's going to not only be a peaceful resolution, but a perfect balance. So I definitely see here for the majority of you, good things are going to come. I do see that. Like I said, it's just a matter of a little bit of waiting, but also listening to your intuition and also going out and trying to gain more information. For some of you who really do feel this intense connection with your twin flame, soulmate, or karmic partner, you may not even know what they are right now. But have a look on my YouTube channel. That's Asnointia Audio. The link is below as well. There you'll see I have a few playlists, and a few of them are based on relationship-related advice, One of them is also on past life and spiritual connections. There's 2 videos that you can actually have a look at specifically. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. The other one is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections, because you did have the Ace of Wands as well as a sexuality card here. So it's very intense, and you will probably feel that is resonating with you. That particular, it's not a reading, but it is an explanation. So please do have a look on my other channel. And I do have, like I said, relationship related advice, past life spiritual connection related videos. And I also have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove. If you feel that you are obsessing over this person, if you feel that it is extremely, extremely difficult to let go of them, I would recommend for some of you to have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. The link is also below. Have a look at the rates and packages section. I do have love readings that I do. There's love reading there. I also have a past life reading that I do. So read the description first, and you can then decide if that's something that you want. You know exactly what you're going to receive. So please do read that. And of course, I do just read for yourself and one other person. Sometimes people do send me multiple people, but the reading is just for 2 people, and it's your life together. Typically in the past life. Sometimes it's in the future life, though. Also, for those of you that feel that there's negative energy, I do have packages on negative energy to get rid of them. Those are also the self-help packages, but I also have one called the Chakra Checkup package. And I do have the ability of seeing remotely what's in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body. And I tell you what you have, I tell you how many you have, and then I tell you how to get rid of them. And you have the method with you for the rest of your life. Pisces, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Please do share your stories. I do read them as much as I can. And also, please do like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and it also helps me help others and heal others, especially when it comes to negative energies. I'm always there to get rid of those things. I feel it is such... It's such a terrible thing that happened to people where we don't know that we are surrounded by negative energies. So once you get rid of these things, whatever you're trying to manifest, it will come to you. Whatever is written in your book of life, whatever is owed to you karmically, you will get that. But if you have negative energies, no matter how much you manifest, they will always be blocking. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys again. Once again, please do like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Stay safe. Bye now.